All right, man, listen, hold on, trying to make sure my mic is right, but I just want to say, man, like, this is the problem with doing things in moderation, man. Like, I'm sure y'all seen the title, you know what I mean? And I just want to get into that a bit today because I feel like the world has a problem with understanding, first, literally the definition of moderation, and second, how to actually utilize it. You know what I mean? I made a TikTok on this earlier. You feel what I'm saying? Excuse me if I got bags under my eyes, y'all. I literally woke up from a nap a couple of minutes ago. But yeah, like I was saying, man, first and foremost, let's define what moderation is to me, and then we'll look up the actual definition of moderation just for, directing, literal purposes. So to me, moderation is doing something every now and then, doing something here and there, you know what I mean? Enough to the point where it isn't harming you, it isn't having a negative effect on you, and you're doing the positive things way more than you're doing the negative things. That is how I look at moderation. You know what I mean? I feel like I could have explained that a bit better, but I think you guys get the grasp, right? It's kind of the 80-20 rule thing. The 80 is, the good habits, and the 20 is the moderation, the things that, you give yourself a break on every now and then to have the freedom to be able to do. But let's look at the literal definition of moderation for you guys. Okay. Got it right here. It says moderation means avoiding extremes, practicing self-control, and managing a discussion or online space. Avoiding extremes, balanced behavior. Staying within safe, reasonable limits without doing too much of one thing. Everyday use, eating or drinking without going over. Okay. I feel like that was a pretty good definition. So listen, guys, the problem with moderation, in my opinion, in 2026, but really just in general, right, is that so many of us claim to be doing things in moderation, but we're really not doing it in moderation at all, right? We'll say, okay, I only smoke in moderation, but you smoke 3-4 times out of the week. You know what I mean? I only eat junk food out of moderation, but you're eating junk food, eating terribly 4 days out of the week, 5 days out of the week. You know what I mean? You look at video gaming and they're playing video games every day, but they wait until after they get home from school so they feel like they're doing it. No, you guys need to understand what moderation actually is, and you need to understand what the 80-20 rule actually is. See, a lot of us say that we're doing the 80-20 rule, right? 80% good things, 20% of the bad things. But the problem is a lot of y'all be 20ing way more than y'all be 80ing. Like, let me say that one more time. A lot of y'all be 20ing way more than you be 80ing, right? Y'all have grown up all of your lives doing the 20, eating the junk food, playing the video games, smoking, drinking, whatever. You've been doing that all of your lives, all of your adult years, and you have had no self-control or moderation when it comes to the bad habits, right? But whenever it's time to change your life, or say you want to do the good habits, you want to do that in moderation. So I don't really understand that, you guys. You need to be doing the 80 far more than you are doing the 20. That is just how percentages work. It's 80 for a reason, and this is 20 for a reason. You know what I mean? The problem is you guys have it flipped. You're really doing the 80 when it comes to your bad habits more, and you're doing the 20 when it comes to your good habits. If that, because some people are just saying they're doing it and they're not even doing that. So yeah, you guys, how to actionably make this happen, in my opinion, I kind of feel like every person, because we've been trained to do bad habits for so long, I kind of feel like every single person just needs a season, right? Before they even think about doing an 80-20 at all, right? I think every single person needs a season where they're just 100% doing the good habits. You know what I mean? Now, whether that is getting in the gym, whether that is eating healthy, whether that is any good habit, you guys, that you tell yourself you want to do, whether that is filming and staying consistent, whether that is, you know what I mean, anything, not playing video games, just focusing on your work. I think you need a solid, at minimum, 6 months straight just to fully get the momentum going, fully get the ball rolling, and turn things around in the right direction, right? Because momentum is a real thing, you guys. And once you get the momentum rolling toward the positive direction, it's a lot easier to sustain it, right? And then you can try to introduce balance into your life, right? Now, this is a whole different topic. I'm of the opinion, and I recently made a video on this as well. I think it's called Balance is a Myth, or You Don't Need Balance. But I'm kind of the opinion that you really don't need balance whatsoever. But I'm also I know that this is a nuanced thing, and everybody's situation is different. This doesn't apply to everybody. I kind of believe that it's all or nothing. I have an all or nothing personality in general, right? So it's like either you gonna do the good habits or you not gonna do them at all. You know what I mean? Either you gonna, and it's the flip side with me too. Like if I do the bad habits, then I go all in on the bad habits, even unintentionally. And that's my problem. Like when I eat bad, I eat really bad. Like I kind of just have an all or nothing personality, and I dislike that part about my personality, but it's just how I am. You know what I mean? So this is how I view it. I kind of feel like you need to go all in at minimum for 6 months on whatever you plan and say you're going to do, whether that's eating healthy, whatever, working out, whatever. And after that 6 months straight of consistent discipline and proving to yourself that you can do it, and you getting the ball rolling in the right positive direction, doing that, then afterwards, you know what I'm saying? If you're that type of person who can handle balance in moderation and don't lie to yourself, don't BS yourself, then you can introduce the 80-20 rule, but you have to strictly adhere to it. You have to genuinely be doing 80% healthy, good things for yourself, positive things, beneficial things, and 20% negative things. That's what you have to do, you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, the problem is so many of us, we get it wrong. We don't know how to really balance the two. And we think that we're balancing the two, but we're really doing it in the opposite direction. So yeah, you guys, don't BS yourself. Don't lie. Don't bullshit. Like if you know that you're like me and you have an all or nothing personality, an addictive personality, then maybe, you know what I mean, this video isn't for you. Maybe you should go watch my other video, Balance is a Myth, or You Don't Need Balance, whatever it's called. You know what I mean? Maybe you need to go watch that video, because if you were like me and you have an addictive personality, then these things won't work for you. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of the give them an inch and they take a mile thing. Like if you give me the inch to say I'm going to start smoking again, I fully quit cold turkey 2 months ago. If you give me that inch and I say, okay, yeah, I'm just going to smoke for one night, I'm just going to drink for one night, you know what I mean? Give it about a week, 2 weeks, I'll probably be back in my rhythm of smoking every few days, smoking 2-3 times a week. You know what I mean? Smoking multiple times again, drinking multiple times again. So for me, it's best for my personality type to just go completely cold turkey. If you give me the type of option to go, okay, yeah, you can eat healthy, but you can also have junk food every now and then, there will be a day or so where I just splurge on the bad food. And that is me being completely honest with myself, you guys. That's the only way you're going to make progress when it comes to this. You need to understand that it's okay if you have this personality type, but you need to know how to manage it. You need to know how to deal with yourself and how to approach the whole balance debate when it comes to this. You know what I mean? So yeah, you guys, that's all I'm really trying to push to you guys. There's nothing wrong with moderation, but if you're the type of person who either A, doesn't fully understand moderation, B, doesn't utilize moderation in the correct way, or C, you have an all or nothing personality, then I kind of just feel like, you know what I mean, this isn't for you. Moderation isn't for everybody. It's for the people who have the type of personality that can deal with it. So yeah, you guys, be honest with yourself. Take a hard, long look in the mirror. Stay true to yourself. And you know what I mean? You know what kind of personality type you have. You absolutely know. So yeah, if you're the type of person who can handle moderation, then I definitely say at minimum 6 months straight. Focus on what you need to do the good habits, lock in 6 months straight, get the momentum going, get the consistency going, get the ball rolling. And after that first 6 months, then you can branch off and do your 80-20. You know what I mean? Not 50-50, not 50-50, because that's going to kill all the progress you made. You need to do 80-20 and strictly adhere to it. Like, don't deviate. You know what I'm saying? Strictly adhere to it. So, yeah, you guys make that decision for yourselves. I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know my personal opinion and my personal take on moderation and the 80-20 rule and why it goes so wrong for so many people. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you took some value out of it. And, you know, hopefully you guys end up taking action on it. So, yeah, I love you guys. And, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, man. I will see you tomorrow.